Now, in contrast to multiple block prints, which is one block for each color, usually with a key block in black that is fully resolved, we can use a single block and reduce it, and printing each reduction with a color and make a multiple color print. So this is reduction block printing. The trick with this is we have to work from light colors to dark. We have to work with a plan. So I like to have it drawn out. You're going to have the transparency from the original that I placed on paper, so it's the same orientation as my block, which, remember, everything's reversed. And I wrote the plan out. The highlights are just the whites of the eyes. So the first thing I'm going to carve out are the whites of the eyes, and then I'm going to print everything with a flesh tone or really light gray. And the only thing carved out is going to be white, and then this entire thing, except for the whites of the eyes, will be a light gray. And I will print as many prints as I need to in the edition, plus about 20% more in case I make mistakes in the future. Then the next step is alternative highlights. I might do another version with these little highlights cut out. I'm not sure if I'm going to like that or not, so I'm essentially doing two different print runs. Next thing I carve out is what's the first shadow? What do I want to keep as that first light color? The bottom lip and the teeth. So I'll go back into my block, and this teeth area I'll carve out, and the bottom lip, and then I'll print everything again with the next darkest color, which is another light gray. So the result will be the whites of the eyes will be white. Everything got printed with a super light gray. And then I carve out the lip and the teeth, and everything gets carved out, printed again with a slightly darker gray. So this remains light gray, these still white, and everything else darker gray. I think it's easier to just show you. So we have the plan of action. First thing I'm going to cut out is the whites of the eyes, and that's it. Okay, so the only thing carved out are the whites of the eyes. And what I did not mention is I went over all of these pencil marks with a thin Sharpie. So as I print and clean the block, I don't lose them. And the areas I colored in fully with black are going to be completely black. These areas that are outlined are different fields of gray. So like this area around the eye line is going to get this kind of darker gray, whereas this part below the lip is going to get a slightly lighter gray. Same with the eyes. Okay. Let's print this block and see what the first step looks like. Okay, now to print side down, put the block in place. Line up the block on the paper, slide my pins into place. Tape the pins down so they don't move. That way each subsequent print will drop into the same place. I've mixed up a really light gray with a little bit of pink in it for my first color. Now the only thing that's white are the whites of the eyes. And what I have to do when I'm making a reduction print is as many images as I want to have in the edition, I have to print them now, plus like 20%. So if I want to come out with 10 images, I'm going to print 12, probably a few more, just in case along the way I have mistakes. So I'm going to do that now.